see if I can't get this thing here out. Well, it looks like that panel is a little bit bad down here at the bottom. I guess where water stood at the base of it, it delaminated a little bit. So it's probably a good idea to change that out. Need a shorter wrench to get fit up in here. That might do it. Okay, this cabinet here I'm planning on taking out anyway, at least to rebuild it. So there's a fiberglass tabbing at the base, at the back end of it, that I've got to cut to get it loose, where I can get that out of here. That's some of that weighted rope that you use around your screen hatches. Works real good. Okay, so I've got this whole thing loose. Like I say, the only thing holding it was one bolt on this end and a bit of tabbing on the other end, and that's pretty much what holds it in place. Not much. Like I say, I will be building something back there, but I'm not going to let it go all the way down. I want to leave it open at the bottom to have more shoulder room if you're laying in this bunk. Yeah, that panel is actually pretty bad. I thought it was not quite so bad, but it's actually a bit delaminated, so probably a good thing to be taking it out. Okay, that came out pretty easy. These little pieces of trim at the top are just put on with some little tiny brads. Not much to it. And these trim pieces back here, it's a two-piece. It's got a piece that's routed out and then a flat piece on this back side that it's got a joint in it right here where they can do a smaller piece and then just use a piece of scrap down there. But I'm pretty sure that I've got everything out. It's just wedged in. So another piece of trim back here I'm gonna probably have to take out. Now that is loose. I think there may be a staple or a brad or two right there. And I may have to put a stiffener here in the middle to lift ever so gently to get it out. But this panel is loose now. The only thing that's holding it now is just the fact that it's kind of wedged in. But I'm hoping I can get it out without too much more effort. I think there might possibly be another screw from the backside into that. That's kind of what it's feeling like. I will have to take this all the way down. And to do that, I'm going to have to pop this piece of trim off right here. that was the one that was holding it. Okay, so that's out, and this is just wedged in now. It had a staple down there, but the bottom of this panel is a bit rotten. So yeah, good idea to take it out, redo it. Yep, there was one staple down there, and I know you can't see it, but those staples are rusty because they didn't use stainless. All the little brad nails and staples and nails and all that were used in these boats, they're not stainless. I'm not even sure they were galvanized, and they're pretty much rotted, rusted. That one right there is just rusted away. So I do have some stainless brads that I'll probably put it back together with. I'll have to go get a pair of vice grips to get that out. It's rusted in. Okay, so there you go. Back wide open there now. And that compression post just sits right on top of the floor, and had those two screws that carry the weight pretty much. This is teak, and it's very strong. And then with the piece on the backside, screwed to it, makes it a little bit like a, kind of think like an I-beam, I guess you'd say. It gives it a little bit of a little bit more lateral strength, and then with that plywood panel being screwed to it too, it stiffens it, so it doesn't deflect sideways. But that's pretty much all it is. And I'm going to put this back in place temporarily here, just to keep that ceiling from dropping down. There. All right, so I can use this as a pattern at least, and still got to strip off the rest of that, but there you go. Anyway, glad to have that out, and now I can go see about making me a pattern. And again, that'll be something that I cut on the CNC machine. I will make a template, make sure it works, and if it fits properly and all that, I'll save it, and that way I'll have a file where if I ever need to cut another one, I'll have a file and be able to cut another.